Hi, my name's Katie and welcome to my channel. I'm a travel agent who specializes in Universal and Disney vacations, and today I'm here on property at Universal Orlando at their Cabana Bay Beach Resort. This is one of their on-property resorts. It's a prime value resort, and you do get on-property perks for staying here, including early park entry. Today we're going to take a tour of this resort, see what's going on, see all the amenities that it has to offer, and if this is the right resort for your Universal vacation. So let's take a look at what's going on at Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort. Before we get started, I am a travel advisor, and that means that I book and plan Universal Orlando vacations, and I would love to plan one for you. If you're interested in a quote today, contact me at one of the channels on your screen. Cabana Bay Beach Resort is a Universal on-property resort. So what does that get you besides the convenience of packaging your ticket and hotel stay and the proximity to the theme parks? Well, let's talk about the resort perks. First, you get early park admission, which means that you are getting into the theme parks before day guests. Early park admission is offered at specific parks on specific days, so you'll need to check the calendar to see what's being offered during your visit. During early park admission, only a handful of rides are open, and it is typically centered on the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. This is the best way to beat the crowds at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You will also get free transportation from your hotel to the theme parks. And staying at Cabana Bay, you are very, very close to Volcano Bay. You literally just need to walk past the parking lot, and Volcano Bay is right there. And lastly, you are able to use your hotel key card to charge purchases back to your room and your account. You can also take advantage of merchandise delivery back to your hotel. So if you make a purchase in the theme parks, you can have that delivered back to your hotel, so you don't have to worry about carrying it around for the rest of your park day. Now let's take a map so you can orient yourself while we take a tour of the resort. If you were to go all the way to the left off of this map, that is the entrance to Volcano Bay. It's about a 5-minute walk from the left side of the hotel to Volcano Bay. So if you're on the right side of the hotel, it's about a 15-minute walk to Volcano Bay. This resort is very large, it is sprawling, and there are a lot of different room types, which is a great reason to work with a travel advisor like myself to make sure that you are booking the right room and location for you and your party. Now, all the way on the right side of the map, that is where you would find the walkway to the theme parks. If you are going to walk to Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios Florida, it is about a 15 to 20 minute walk from the start of the pathway on the right-hand side of the map. So if you're staying on rooms on the left-hand side of the map, add an extra 5-10 minutes to that walk. From the left to the right, starting on the left, you have 2 large towers of rooms. Then you have 2 buildings that are shorter that also have rooms. Everything on the left side of the map is going to be interior entry hallways. And you have pool number 1 with the lazy river on this side of the resort. Then in the middle, you're going to have all of your main amenities like the food court, the lobby, and this is also in front of this building where you're going to pick up the shuttle bus that runs every 10 to 15 minutes that takes you to the 2 theme parks. And in the future, will take you to the 3rd theme park, Universal's Epic Universe. On the right-hand side of the resort, you have buildings that are more garden style, and they're going to have exterior entry hallways. There's also another pool located in this area. That's also where you're going to find the water slide and the splash pad. Okay, so we've covered all the big details. Now let's jump into Cabana Bay Beach Resort and take in this tour. So here is the portico where you would come up if you are getting dropped off from the airport or driving up yourself, or you want to go drop your bags before you find a space in the parking lot. Now this resort is themed with a 60s motel vibe, really, which makes it sound less classy than it is. There's lots of bright pops of color, lots and lots of fun. This is a great place for families, a great place for kids. There's something fun to look at around every corner. Out in front, they have several screen-used classic cars with little plaques to tell you what movies and TV shows these were used in. That is a really fun touch, and they're all from like the 50s and the 60s era cars, just like the hotel. And right in this area out front is where you are going to pick up the shuttle bus. These run about every 10 or 15 minutes, and they are going to take you to Universal's Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios Florida, and in the future, Universal's Epic Universe. This is about a 10-minute ride to City Walk, which is where you will be dropped off for Universal Studios Florida and Universal's Islands of Adventure. That's the main Universal Orlando campus. You're going to be dropped off in the same area where everyone who is driving and parking themselves is going to be entering the City Walk area and going through the main security hub. I mention that because this line at security can be very long, particularly at busy times of the day, like first thing in the morning. You also have the option to walk from this resort, as we previously discussed. There is a dedicated path. The pathway does cross some streets at crosswalks a few times, and you can also use this path to walk to other Universal hotels. The walk is about 15 to 20 minutes from the start of the path to City Walk, depending on how fast you walk. It is relatively smooth. You could take a stroller, you could take an ECV or wheelchair on this path without any issues. Now, I like to take the path because when you get to the end of this path, you go through security, but you are at a dedicated security area for those walking from the hotels. The line is much shorter. So for me, that's a big perk to walking. So now we have hopped into the main lobby. And I think this is a super cute lobby, very open and airy and bright. And you've got places where you can sit if you're waiting on something in the lobby. You have the check-in desk, of course. You also have bell services here who can and will hold your luggage when you arrive if your room is not ready yet, and the same reverse on checkout day. We also have entertainment that happens in the lobby, such as characters will show up sometimes. I have seen balloon artists in this lobby making hats and swords and whatnot for kids, complimentary. I've seen characters show up to do meet and greets. I saw Puss in Boots and Shrek during my stay. And we also have our first dining experience here with the Swizzle Stick Lounge, which is very cute. Get some cocktails here. And of course, you also have the Universal Orlando Vacation Planning Desk. This is where you can pick up your tickets for the theme park, as well as get any sort of information that you need about the parks. Right off of the main lobby is the rather large Universal Studios store. They have a lot of stuff in here. This is the biggest store I've seen at a Universal Orlando hotel. They have general Universal Studios merchandise. They had Simpsons stuff, they had Minions stuff, they had Jurassic Park stuff, they had a large selection of Harry Potter items, though I do think the Harry Potter is a little bit more fun to buy in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and a lot of it is the same exact stuff you're going to find there. There was even some specific Cabana Bay merch, which I love hotel merch, so that was really fun, and there was a whole section of pool items and water park items, so if you need to buy an emergency bathing suit or some sunscreen, they have all of that handled for you. And then one floor above the gift shop, you have Galaxy Bowl, which is probably the most unique thing at this hotel. There is actually a bowling alley, a 1950s style bowling alley. This is an additional cost to play, but that's a really fun opportunity on a rainy day or just a resort day when you're taking a rest. It's something fun to do. There are a limited number of lanes, and this is popular, so you are going to want to get there early, get your name on the wait list. Sometimes they take reservations, depends on how they're doing it that day. Just something to take note of the time and then show up as early as you can from the day that you are interested. They also have some food offerings here, so you can get some small bites and drinks at the bowling alley. Right next to Galaxy Bowl, you have Game-O-Rama, which is a rather sizable arcade. Of course, everything at the arcade is an additional cost to play, but this is a nice big arcade with a lot of different options. So a really great option, again, for a rain day, a resort day. You're just taking a midday break, but the kids want something to do. This is a fun option. Also in this area, you're going to find the fitness center, which is Jack LaLanne Physical Fitness Studio. It is themed to the 50s workout star Jack LaLanne. I think it's really funny that they have a theme in this fitness center at this hotel. It's also great that this, a more value-focused price point hotel at Universal has a full fitness center. That's something that you do not find at a lot of value-level hotels comparatively over at Disney World. Their value hotels do not have fitness centers, so this is a great plus. This was a large fitness center, and it had basically everything that you could need, all your basic equipment, and they even had some classes that you could participate in throughout the day. Now coming back down this giant staircase, we have another dining opportunity, Starbucks. There's a Starbucks at every Universal Orlando hotel, and it is, of course, popular, very popular in the morning, so be prepared for longer lines if you're going to be visiting at peak times. Now next to the Starbucks, we have Bayliner Diner, which is going to be the main dining establishment at Cabana Bay Beach Resort. You can see there's a very large seating area. There's also some additional seating outside, and they do have trays and containers and whatnot so that you can easily bring your food back to your room as well. I think the theming here is really cute. I like that they have the old TV commercials and movie clips playing. Very on theme. This whole resort's so on theme, and we love to see that. Bayliner Diner is food court style, and this is the main dining at this resort. There is no table service, sit-down dining at Cabana Bay. They do have the Coke Freestyle machines here, and they do have mugs that you can purchase that are free refills, and those mugs are only good for use at the resort. There are different Coke Freestyle refillable mugs at the parks, so they are different. If you get the one at Cabana Bay, it only works at the Universal resorts. So Bayliner Diner is food court style, which means that you will go up to one of many counters, order your food, and then pay all together on your way out. There are a lot of different options here, and I had several different meals during my stay, and I thought that everything was really great for a food court. It was good food court quality food. It's not fine dining, it's not table service food, but I thought it was great for a food court. I was very happy with my options, and I thought that there were enough healthy options as well. So I think everyone will find something to be happy with here. There's also a good amount of prepackaged options available, as you can see, and there is even a milkshake bar, so old school's 50s milkshake bar. You've got that option as well. And I do love that they've got prepackaged items, and there are mini fridges in all of the rooms at this hotel. So if you want to grab a sandwich and stick it in your mini fridge because you know you're going to be coming back late from the park and you want a little snack, you can plan ahead like that. They do have alcoholic beverages. There is a frozen yogurt bar. There were icy machines as well. So there's lots of options here. I like having a lot of options, and they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Here's some more alcoholic beverage options for you. They even have s'mores kits because there are some fire pits throughout the property, so you can make some s'mores. And here are those mugs that we were talking about. So you can purchase this mug for one set price, and then you can continually refill it during your stay from the Coke Freestyle machines or the coffee and tea area. So I think Bayliner Diner is doing a great job. I think it's a great food court option. Here's that outside seating we talked about. I think everyone will find something that they're happy with. And if you don't love the food at Bayliner Diner, you're more of a sit-down person, you can always eat at the theme parks and at City Walk. Okay, now let's talk about pools. I think that the pools are a huge reason to stay at this resort. If you are a pool family, pool people, I think it's a big reason to stay at Cabana Bay Beach Resort. There's a lot of pool space. So first up, we are now looking at the Cabana Courtyard, which is the right-hand side of that map. This pool is where you've got the water slide, and there are tons of pool chairs here, plenty of chairs to space out. We've got umbrellas. There are even some cabanas that you can rent for an additional cost. You can rent that for a half a day or the full day. This is a nice big pool area, and the feedback that I get from clients and when I am at resorts looking around, kids love a pool. You might think, oh, we are here to spend our time at the theme parks, but everybody needs some downtime, and kids love the pool. So I always think it's a good idea to make sure you are booking with a pool in mind if you are traveling with young kids. This area does have a splash pad for those youngest kiddos and zero entry. There's even a sandy beach area. There are some games like cornhole set up throughout the pool zone, and they do have some poolside activities. There's even the Atomic Tonic bar here, and they have both drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and light bites for you, so you're not going to go hungry while you are having your pool day. The resort does offer some poolside activities like, group games for kids, trivia, stuff like that. And a signature event is they do have movies by the pool. So at night they will play different, usually DreamWorks movies by the pool, and you can relax and enjoy. Now you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of pool space. Well, that's only half of the pool space, my friends. We're now looking at the Lazy River Courtyard, which is on the left-hand side of your map. We have a whole nother large pool. Again, this one has zero entry. We've got pool chairs around the pool, plenty of space in this, large open pool. And then we also have a hot tub over here, so you can have fun with that. And there is another bar and grill, the Hideaway. Again, we've got alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages and some light bites here, so no one is going to go hungry while they're having their pool day. And we have a lazy river. I love a lazy river. And a lazy river at a hotel, that's awesome. Now you can purchase these floaties for the lazy river, or you can bring your own from Five Below at home, and they do have an air pump here, so you can fill up your own tube with the air pump, or you can just float along by yourself without a floaty. The sheer amount of pool space at this hotel I think is very impressive. The fact that we've got a water slide and a lazy river, you've got that little splash pad, you've got the sandy beach element here, you've got it all. This is a really sprawling large resort, but because you've got pools on each side, no matter where your room is, you're going to be not that far from a pool. There are 3 building styles here where your rooms are going to be housed. There are 2 tall towers. There are buildings that are interior entry hallways, but they're shorter buildings, 3 stories, and then there are exterior entry hallway buildings that are more that motel style where you open your room door and you are outside. All of the building styles have elevators and stairs, and they're all bright and colorful, lots of fun. You're also going to have options to be poolside or not poolside. There's a lot of different room categories, another reason to work with a travel agent. And throughout the property, you are going to see the amenity of optional paid laundry facilities. There are vending machines so that you can purchase soap and that sort of thing. And there are also soda and snack vending machines located throughout the property. If you're interested in some deep dive room tours, I have those as well, and I've linked them here. I'm going to do some quick room tour overviews before we talk about my review and recommendations for this resort. So here we're looking at an interior entry standard 2-queen room, and this particular room is Volcano Bay view. However, the interior of the room is the same as you would get in any of the standard interior entry rooms. This is what I would call a basic hotel room with a lot of cute accents. You're really feeling the theme in here. There's plenty of space for people to sleep in here. You've got the mini fridge, you've got the TV, you've got the coffee maker, and this is perfect if you're just looking for a basic hotel room. Now you can see this one is Volcano Bay view, and that means that it is going to be located on one of those tall tower buildings, and the only downside to that is that you are at the complete opposite end from the walkway to the theme parks, and you're a little bit far from the main lobby. But you've got a really cool Volcano Bay view, and you're really, really close to Volcano Bay if that's part of your plans. Now transitioning to an exterior entry family suite. I think that this is one of the best deals at Universal Orlando if you have a family, particularly if you're looking at a party of 5 or 6 with a lot of kids in the mix. This is a lot of space. You've got the mini kitchenette with the microwave and the little bar top there. You've got a lot of storage space in here. This sleeps 6. You've got the 2 queen beds, and then that couch pulls out to sleep 2 more. I would recommend sleeping 2 more small children there. And you have another split bath option here so that more people can get ready in the morning. There's both a TV in this main area and in the seating area. So I think that this is fabulous for a family, even just a family of 4, but if you've got a family of 5, this is perfect. And I really enjoyed my stay in this room. I found both of the rooms, average, comfortable, and very clean. I was happy with my stay in both of them. Okay, so review for my stay. I was very happy with my stay at Cabana Bay Beach Resort. The price is very competitive. It is a value price, and you're getting a lot for that value price. All of the amenities that are there, you've got that bowling alley, you've got the pool, you've got a lot of quick service dining options between the main food court and all of those pool bars that also have food options. My favorite part is that you can walk to City Walk, Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios Florida in about 15 to 20 minutes. There's also that bus service, so don't worry about that. And then you are right next to Volcano Bay, which I think is the best water park in Orlando, in my opinion. And let's not forget all of those perks that you get by staying at Cabana Bay. So let's talk about cons, because there's always cons when there are pros. This does not have table service sit-down dining. This is not as close to the theme parks as some of the other resorts where you can walk. Some of them are more of a 5-minute walk, so this one's a little bit further away, but you've got that lower price point here. That brings me to our last con. This is not a luxury experience, this is a value experience. I think that you feel that the most in the rooms themselves, that it's a lower price point, you're getting what you pay for, not a luxury experience. Look elsewhere for that. Okay, in my travel professional opinion, who should stay here? Budget travelers, this is a great value for your money. Families with young children, very kid-friendly atmosphere at this resort. Parties of 5 or more, because you have those family suites. There are also 2-bedroom suites available here. And if pool time is a priority for you, so much pool space, plus that lazy river. This is a great option for you, as long as you like your pool atmosphere a little bit more lively. Who should not stay here? Luxury travelers, I would look elsewhere. This is not for you. Foodies, I would also look elsewhere unless you're happy with eating most of your meals not at your resort. Looking for a more quiet atmosphere, this is a very lively atmosphere. If you're looking for Express Pass to be included in your stay, which it is at some Universal hotels, this is not the one for you. That is Cabana Bay Beach Resort here at Universal Orlando. I hope that you found this informative and interesting. I hope that it is helping you make some choices about your Universal Orlando vacation. If you'd like to travel to Universal Orlando or anywhere, I would love to be your travel agent. My contact information is on the screen below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and have a great vacation.